Okay. Yes, good morning, everyone. Good morning, yeah. I know it's a bit weird, me standing in front of you and all, but I've been led for on a number of occasions. I've kind of had certain experiences, and that has led me to a point where, when I'm looking to God, searching for God for certain things, I'd always get back like a leading that would say, well, I've done certain things for you in the past, and you haven't said anything about that, and yet you come to me seeking my face for something. And based on that, certain experiences I've had, especially with my walk with God, has led me to, come up and say, well, I have to testify about God's goodness in my life. And based on that, I'd obviously want to share this experience with you. As a child, probably I was about probably less than 10. For the last, over 20 years, I had this affliction. I was ill. I had a stomach ulcer. I don't know if a lot of you know about that, but it was pain that I kind of had gone through. I carried for so many years. I mean, it's excruciating pain, if you know what I mean, if some of you have experienced it. And this was a pain I kind of got used to. My threshold for pain actually became so high. And, every time I would always seek God's face. I'd say, well, God, I need your healing in this. I can't do this. I can't do this. I mean, when we discovered it was a stomach ulcer, because at a point I would go into hospital, I'd be admitted for days. No one could really understand what was going on. But then eventually they found out what the problem was. As a child, even my parents would pray, they'd take me for prayer groups or whatever. Sometimes they would tell me, well, say by his stripes you are healed. I didn't even know what that meant, but then I would keep saying it and praying it and believing it. And I mean, the pain was still there. The pain was still there for, like I said, about 20 years. And it got to a point where eventually we got married. I mean, I met my wife, we got married, and I don't know, there was a turning point because I can remember my wife was pregnant, and then the pain started again. And I just got to the point where I prayed. I said, God, I do not want to bring a child into this world to meet me with this sort of pain. I don't want that. I just need your healing, And prior to that, obviously, like I said, I've been prayed for so many times. I started to feel like I was a prayer case. Everyone, it's time for prayer. Oh yeah, you go forward, go and pray, go and get your healing, go and get your healing, And at a point, I got to the point, I said, well, I've been prayed for, so my healing is here as far as I'm concerned. I feel the pain, but yes, I'm healed. And that was how I continued. Continued. But like I said, this was about, how Tehillah is about 6 now. So back in 2007, I prayed this sincere prayer saying, look, God, this has got to stop. And I don't know what happened during that, but I just had that feeling where, you've said a prayer, and it's almost like a eureka kind of prayer where, okay, this prayer has gone past the ceiling. You've hit the spot with this prayer, And I tell you, from that point, as far back, that's 2007 up until 2013, I've not had that pain. I've not had that pain. So about for 6 years, so... And I really want to praise God because I know what this pain was like. I don't wish it on anyone. And the release that I've had from that is I don't even know how to describe it. But what I'm trying to say is two things. If you're looking to God, God has done something for you. It is necessary to testify. This is actually the first step. I have never done this before. I've never come out to tell anyone what I've done. So that to me was the first step. God saying, well, you haven't told people about this. Fine, if it's a one-on-one conversation, I say, well, I had this pain for years and I'm okay now. I could tell people informally. But there, I'm standing before you testifying of God's goodness and to say, look, I don't know what pain, what it is. In my case, it was this physical pain. I don't know what it is you may be going through, but if you hold on to God, doesn't matter if it's 10 years, 20 years, whatever it is, God can do it. He will visit you at the right time. He will visit you at the right time. I'm a living proof of that. And the fact that a lot of people who know me will probably be surprised I'm actually doing this. But yes, it is necessary to testify of God's goodness. Because apart from that, if God has done something for you, you should say it. You should say it. I mean, in the Bible, there was someone he healed, and he even told him, oh, don't say anything. But he went around town saying, I was healed by this man. And here I am. God has done this for me, and I'm keeping quiet about it now. So, and of course, the second, obviously, is because if you're looking to God for something, and he's done something for you, the next time, he'll trust you to do something even better for you. So yes, I encourage you to look back, continue to hold on to God. He will visit you at the right hour. And that's what I have to say. Thank you.